here, record, and broadcast. And what the fuck is up? I like how you just looked up right then. You actually looked up at the ceiling, like I can see what you can see.
No, I thought it was something happened on the screen.
Oh, I was gonna have a soft opening. 'Cause what was on your screen? Oh, the fights?
I thought when you said what's up, and I thought maybe somebody got knocked out. I'm like, wait a minute, did we just see nobody got knocked out?
No one got knocked out. No, wait,
Yeah.
someone did get knocked out. Yeah, you're right. I'm okay.
Ooh, look at her eye.
Diver's not going to be as fun as I thought he was going to be. Oh, I didn't get any water and soda. That's going to have to change. Diver's not going to be as much. Did you get your drink?
No.
I just mean like water or something.
No, I'm not tempting myself. I got this.
So you need to get some water. You're going to go dry. You'll get water later. So here's what I was thinking. Because usually we get sleepy towards the end because we're fucking old and shit.
Yes.
By the way, jiu-jitsu's at 10 o'clock. I'm sure I'll see you there.
Oh, shoot. I'm glad you said that. I thought I was thinking 10:30.
Yeah, I'm sure yeah.
Wait a minute.
I was thinking...
My gi's in the dry cleaner.
You don't even have a gi.
Oh. Yeah, I do.
No, you don't. You have a dobak. That's different.
Don't tell everybody that. If I tell everybody I have a gi.
I'm thinking, let's handle the wonderfully splendid. It's really the only current event that I can think of because that's all my mind's been at. Let's tackle Eric Garner last.
Okay.
Because I think that'll wake us up.
Yeah, because you're not gonna like what I got to say anyway.
I don't like what you usually have to say.
Well, that's true.
I'm getting tired of your attitude. Oh, by the way, also, your son blew me off.
What? For a pizza?
Yeah.
When's he gonna bring you a pizza? At 2 a.m.?
I don't care if it's a weekend. That's why I said weekend.
Oh.
Shit. If he'd have done it, Thanksgiving weekend at 2 a.m., I probably would have been up. Just fucking sitting there like a tard.
They close at 1. He usually don't get home till around 2:30, so it would not only would it be late, it'd be cold.
He also quit on our chess game.
I think he quit altogether.
Did I just chase him away from just chess in general? Is he done?
Yeah. Wait a minute, chess?
Or not chess? Words with Friends. Yeah, not chess.
Yeah, words with no, I think he just quit.
No one plays chess with me either, though. That's another one. No one will play with me. Like, no one plays with me. It makes me sad. So, how the fuck are you, Mr. Diver?
Well, I have been good.
Hold on.
MMA Show!
There we go. Now you can say how you are.
I'm alright for a sober guy.
For a sober guy.
Yes, I guess since I've killed my liver and the doctor says I shouldn't drink anymore until I have my test redone. You ever known anybody that killed their liver? And it's out of warranty. I'm so freaking old.
Actually, I told you, there is a period where we thought my brother had cirrhosis. And, you know, it was when he was fucking, well, I don't know, he still might be crazy, but it was when he was being crazy with all of us, and we'd see him, and he was starting to look like one of the Simpsons characters. So
I remember that, though.
Was done there.
Because he was yellow.
Seeing him like that? Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not saying that as a joke. That's really being serious.
But how did he fix it?
I don't know if he did. I have no clue. I haven't seen him in 2-3 years.
Is it like a shaman?
He might still be yellow. He looks like a giant banana peel. I'm not sure. But yeah, I mean, you know, I want to say something too. I'm going to call you out on something right now.
All right.
Notice that we're discussing your health, and I'm not laughing at you uncontrollably, like you were laughing at me when I was going over my what the fuck was it called? What's it called? Physical.
Hypochondrianism.
My physical, my first physical in like 800 years, and you're just laughing at me.
Yeah, but I don't know the results.
That was mean-spirited. So, You got Peggy Morgan's fighting. I didn't even know she was fighting. Cool. I hope she wins. I like her. We got Invicta on too, by the way. Who are you
Hold on
looking
one
at?
second.
Who's there? Pants?
Yeah. What?
Hi, Pants.
He said hi. Hi. Oh, hand me
I'm
my little
waiting.
thing. I should want to hang on the door. Here's what I hang on the door. I
For
need to
what?
hold it. You get the...
What do you hang it on the door for? What's it say?
Oh, wait a minute.
Do not disturb. I'm playing with my monkey. That's inappropriate.
It's an amp, pervert.
It's an
Three
amp?
Monkeys amplifier. Amplifier.
I
Yeah.
don't fucking know. I haven't played guitar since my guitar disappeared and went to pieces. That was a while ago. So you're no alcohol for a while for you,
Yeah, for about a week and a half.
and maybe we'll get you since we were wrong because you couldn't find something tonight. We'll get you on some medicine for your. We'll start you on treatment next weekend.
Yes, that's probably what I need. Actually, I may get on medication this weekend.
Are you gonna go to the store down the road next to Little Caesars?
I was thinking about the one next to Walmart.
That one's fine too. Tobacco shops aren't what they used to be. You're talking to a guy who used to smoke cigars and pipes all the time. I was used to going into a tobacco shop and seeing pipes, and sure, you got your lighters and stuff like that, and all the different types of tobacco, tons of jars lined up with tobacco and flavors, and
Yeah.
and your fucking
Cigarettes.
your cigar section over here where you walk in with the big giant humidor and you get all your cigars. And I started going into some cigar shops around here, tobacco shops around here, and it's not really tobacco shops anymore.
No, I don't even know if you can buy tobacco in them. You can't buy in the ones for pipe anyway.
The one next to the Walmart, that one, when I was in there, they had like these 3 little tiny pouches of generic, like just random tobacco, like shit that you would like buy from like Walmart, like not real tobacco and stuff. It was just not what I expected. It's interesting how things have changed over the years. So yeah, you can get any of that shit anywhere. You can get some good. You can get this there. They got this.
That's what I'm getting.
They don't have
In
this.
fact, that might be mine.
But they have this.
Let
No,
me show me
this
the
is
other one.
not yours. This is my. This is part of my kit. That's the kit that I told you about a while ago.
Christmas is coming up.
You gonna buy yourself one?
No, you should buy your friend one.
I should buy my friend one, huh? Yeah, let me see what's left after the kids get their shit. I actually have to start planning that. I haven't done any. Like I have what most of them want. I'm still missing Chinese's, but I gotta like write it down and start looking for it.
I'll just tell
It's
two monocles
time.
I need something.
I've never told him I need. He just brings this shit over. He's a crazy
That's it.
motherfucker, man.
That's how friends are.
Yeah, he's a much better friend than I am, though. That might be like just my story. I know I'm a bad son.
And
So
brother.
well, yeah. I'm a Judas. So there were some nuggets that happened this week. Did you catch anything? Did you listen to any podcasts? Did you do anything? Did you?
No podcast. Read some Twitter.
Oh yeah, you were at a meeting all day, weren't you?
Yesterday and today.
Oh,
Out of the
and
office.
today?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Till 2. And then when we left, I didn't go back to the office. I just went home. We were meeting at a hotel. There were about 30 of us. All 4 of my companies that are in the Carolinas, we all get together every quarter and we rotate. This was our quarter to have it here in Raleigh-Durham area.
Yeah.
So next time it'll be in Greenville, then it'll be in Charlotte, then it'll be in Greensboro, and then it'll be back to us.
And you have to go to all of those?
Yep.
How often are they?
Every quarter. They bring manufacturers in, and it's 2 days of 2-hour blocks of them showing us commercial lighting.
You know,
It's
though,
exciting.
think about how much shit you used to do and traveling and shit like that, though. This is better.
No, I could just do nothing if I wanted to.
What do you mean? Oh, with the old one?
Yeah.
Like when you used to like go down for business and buy like clams and shit, or what were they? Not clams,
Oysters.
oysters. Yeah,
Yeah.
making a business trip for oysters.
Yep. They pay for my hotel and my meals and my mileage when I went.
Yeah, I need that job. So there was a lot of shit going on. Okay, there's a lot of little nuggets.
I'm curious about one thing that I caught wind of, but I really hadn't looked at it and heard much about it. Let me ask
What's
about
that?
uniforms.
Oh yeah, that's on here. You want to start with uniforms?
Yeah. I mean, I don't see a problem with uniforms.
Here's the thing. I like them and I don't like them. I understand them. I understand what UFC is doing, and really, I think it's more likely coming from Fox than the UFC, because Fox has made an investment in this too.
Yeah, pretty big money.
They want this to be, to be a mainstream type thing, so it's not really all that surprising. And really, if you want to blame anybody, you can blame Cody McKenzie for the short shit. Do you remember when his last fight in the UFC? He walked into the cage wearing board shorts that he probably bought from like Walmart, and it still had
Yeah,
the tag
on the
on
way
them.
to the ring, yes.
Still had the tag on him. So there's him, and there's the guy with the who the fuck was it that had the banana hammock? And his nuts were popping out during the fight. Dana White got really pissed about that.
Will Chope?
Can't think of who it was. No, it wasn't Will Chope. Fuck that guy. I can't think of who it was. I can. Was it Ebersol? It might have been Ebersol, or maybe Ebersol. Maybe Ebersol finished him. I don't remember. I think Brian Ebersol had something to do with it. Those are the two guys you blame for this. But it makes sense coming from Fox's point of view. They want this to be easier, especially easier for the casual person. If they're going to identify people by red and blue, which
Yeah.
I get, even though it's kind of silly when you hear like people saying, and so is in the blue and he's a black guy, and so is in the red and he's a white guy. You could just say, well, that's the black guy, that's the white guy. But
Yeah.
I get it, because then what if it's two black guys?
Oh, hold up.
Like,
You mentioned race. You can't do that.
I can talk about race. I'm
No,
gonna
you
talk
can't.
about race. Actually, you know what? You know what we should do when we talk about the race? I should bring up the guy that I'm dealing with on Facebook too. Remind me to bring him into it.
All right.
So I get it. I understand. I don't fully get how it's going to work. Uriah Faber had I think a legitimate complaint. He owns his clothing company, and he can't wear his clothing company into the octagon now. He's like,
He'll wear it to the walkout.
No, there's no walkout. You don't wear it to the walkout.
Oh.
You can wear it outside of UFC events, but you can't wear it at UFC events.
Oh.
Now Dana White. Let me see. Where are my notes? Dana White. First of all, because I'm going to go in order here, because I was kind of all over the place when I was doing this. Did you see Nate Diaz's tweet, his reaction?
No, I heard he was upset, but I didn't see what transpired.
Go to his Twitter. Go look at his Twitter. I think his last two tweets, because his follow-up tweet to that was pretty funny. So there's Nate Diaz's reaction. Here's the thing. This is what I kind of know about it. Dana White says every single penny is going to the fighters. I don't know that I understand how that's going to work. Because why?
How much do you give each guy?
Do it? Well, we're going to get to that. Every penny, he says, is going to the UFC fighters. Is the fight over? Did Peggy Morgan win? No, in between rounds. I lost track of Invicta. I couldn't stop.
Hold up. Why is
gazing
Stitch
into
in
your
there?
eyes. Just cut, man.
She got
Putting
makeup
Vaseline
on?
and stuff. No, there's no makeup on.
Look at her face.
I don't know how people are going to get, how the fighters are going to get every penny. Okay, I'm curious to see how that works. Anything, I don't know how Reebok is going to choose, or if they're going to do it with everybody. Anything that is sold with the fighter's name on it, the fighter gets 20%. So,
like NASCAR.
Is that how NASCAR works?
Yep.
They get 20%
Except,
of
no,
whatever.
NASCAR, if you sell something with your name on it, that's yours. You trademark your name. So
No,
NASCAR doesn't get it. They get that.
UFC's not doing that. UFC owns all your shit. If you sign with the UFC, they own you. They own your rights.
That's like WWE, isn't it?
They own your name.
Oh, I did see this tweet from Nate Diaz. I did see it.
Did you see his follow-up tweet?
About the Wheaties commercial?
No, the one where he said, "Oops, my phone got hacked."
Yes.
I thought that was pretty fucking funny. So they get 20%. They're outfitting the entire crew. The UFC is. So if you're going in, John Jones goes in the fight. John Jones gets his gear bag with shirts and everything for his whole fight camp. So Reebok's trying, I think, to legitimize a little bit. And like I said, I think this is coming from Fox.
And Under Armour.
Now, let me see here. He called 50 fighters, Dana White did, and he said the response was good. Nate Diaz was, I guess, not one. He must have skipped him.
Yeah.
So the way it's being distributed is the champion of each division gets the most payout. They didn't say like how much, at least that I caught, but the champion gets the most. And then they're doing the rest of it by rankings, which are chosen by kind of idiots. As far as percentages goes, the people ranked 1 through 5 get X amount, 6 through 10 get X amount, 11 through 15 get X amount. Now, I don't know what happens after that. I don't know if all the other people just get a little amount, because their rankings only go through 15.
Yeah.
So I don't know how that's going to be handled. But it's a bit of a problem, because when there's reporters, journalists, media who are friends with fighters, and what's to stop that from becoming an issue? It adds more corruption possibilities. What's to stop a fighter saying, "Hey, vote for me, and I'll give you a cut"? And the people, like the journalists who are running it, aren't super intelligent. Hell, what's that guy's name? Luke Thomas. I'm pretty sure he's one of the media members that ranks on it. He doesn't even like MMA. All he does is bash it and talk about how great kickboxing is. But he's one of the journalists. So it's an interesting idea. I think it could be good for the fighters in the long run, but I think there's some issues that are going to have to be worked out.
Well, how about this?
That's the universal sign and meow for I want to be put down.
Kill me, kill me.
Yeah.
I thought I was smashing her.
Put me in the dryer.
Think about uniforms for the PGA.
Do they have uniforms in PGA?
Nope.
See, and I don't like the lack of creativity from fighters. I think it's kind of cool they can pick whatever they want for certain fights. I think that's neat. I understand what UFC's doing, but with PGA, it's just fucking khakis and a polo shirt. What happens if they don't have that? Do they have a dress code?
All right, hold on.
You can't go in there dressed up like Happy Gilmore.
Pull up John Daly. Images. Daly. By the way, he follows me on Twitter.
What's going on in his face?
What?
Hey, Mark Schultz follows me on Twitter. I know that's an accident, though. I feel like I've seen this guy.
Yeah, he's a pro golfer.
I don't watch golf. I just feel like I've probably seen him somewhere. Like,
Well, I don't know what that is with the.
Maybe just in news, but he's relatively familiar.
He's got a sponsor, and hold on a second. See, you don't see his loud pants?
Hold on, I went back to the fight. No. Oh yeah, I see it. So they don't. So you can go in there dressed up like Happy Gilmore.
Yes, sir. In fact, let me put in pants. John Daly pants. Oh yeah, there you go. You pull up John Daly pants images. And I forgot the name of the company.
Yeah, I mean, they look like. You know what they look like? They look like jams. Remember jams?
Oh yeah, I've got
Back
jams. I
in
still have jams.
You do
80s.
not.
I do.
You have jams? Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Do you wear them?
No, my son wore them for 80s week or something when he was in high
that's
school.
that's a damn good pull. That had to win an award or something. If you got legitimate jams,
They're
yeah.
purple and like not quite tie dye. Yeah, they're cool. In fact, I might have two pair of them.
Oh my gosh.
A blue and black pair and a purple
Blue and black
pair.
purple. People purple Peter eaters?
Hey ho,
Purple people Peter.
flame
What's the
purple.
thing?
That's the universal sign for put me down. Stupid dog. I hope his dog eats him. Yep, his dog's broke out. He leaves him tied to the balcony, dangling over the side, so he won't make any noise while he's doing the podcast. Then we turn him into the ASPCA, but I might need his services at some point. Oh, the dog did eat him. It's all quiet in there. I just hear the dog chomping. Or he's found a wild animal in his house. Where is he? He's a talker. I'm not a talker. Yep, he's gone. It was nice knowing him. I don't know how we're going to sign off tonight because he's the one in with the controls. We're screwed. You got Domino's Pizza Man. Domino's.
Yeah. You thought I was fucking around when I said Domino's would be coming, didn't you?
I partook of one of those 50% off pizzas. Pants and I ate a large one for $9.82, including tax.
Yeah, you know what though? These artisan pizzas, look, I'm a little
I
pissed
made my
off
own.
about them. They raised the price. So that's the spinach and feta.
Can't see it. Tilt it up more. No, at a more angle. More. No.
I can't go too much more. My shit's gonna fall out.
Yeah,
Oh,
tilt it up
fuck
more.
you, dickhead. They used to be $8. Now I don't know when Domino's did this last time, but they raised the price from 8 to 11. So it was really awesome when you could get two for like $8, because it's half price, so it's $4 each. Now it's two for $11, and I'm like, I guess it's still okay. But they're really fucking good.
What kind of pizza is that? By the way, have you seen Misha Tate at the award show tonight?
What award show?
NASCAR Sprint Cup Series award.
No.
In Las Vegas.
Fuck. I forgot about my TV. No. I didn't know she was there. I didn't know there was a NASCAR award. I didn't know NASCAR did awards.
Yeah, they've done them for 30 years. They used to do them at the Waldorf Astoria.
That pisses me off.
Kevin Harvick management is he manages, Cowboy Cerrone.
Oh yeah,
and
he manages
Misha.
a few people.
Yeah,
Isn't there
and
one
Misha.
more?
Misha.
I thought there was one more.
Misha.
No, I heard that. You want to say Misha again?
Well, why do you keep saying one more when I tell you there's one more before I said Misha? When I said Misha, you just ignore me.
Because I thought there were three.
Oh.
That's why I said one more. So.
Oh, she's got a boyfriend with her too.
Mickey Mouse?
Yep.
Brian Caraway. I actually don't have a big problem with Brian Caraway. But Brian Caraway. So, what do you have to say about uniforms? What are your thoughts on it?
I wouldn't mind them saying we're going to have uniforms and it's going to be the shorts and you can wear whatever shirt you want, but when they're taking away their livelihood and the way they're making money off sponsorship, it's kind of wrong.
Well, that's the thing. Is supposedly the UFC isn't making money on it. I don't buy it though. Now I will say this: while it can take money away from some people, there are a lot of people who have been stiffed. That happens more than
Nah,
people realize. And
one.
this will no, it's happened a lot more than once. There's just one that we know about that was big enough to really get anywhere. It's happened a few times. This will prevent that from happening. So there's probably a couple benefits, but I don't like it. I don't like the idea of it, but I'd like to hear a little bit more about it. Just to kind of make sure. What else is going on this week? Yves Edwards retired. It's kind of sad.
What?
I like Yves Edwards. He retired again. It's actually his second retirement. Look, he's done. He's done a shitload of stuff over the years. He's been fighting for like 18 years or some shit. It's been a long time. He's been fighting for the longest time.
I was thinking
Who'd
about
you
the
think I was
referee.
talking
Yeah, the
Oh,
referee.
you're talking about Yves Levine? No,
Yes.
I don't think anyone would care if Yves Levine retired. No, Yves Edwards, the black guy, bald head.
Yeah,
You
yeah, I
know
saw
him if you
that.
saw him.
Yeah, I saw it
I
on
like
Twitter.
the guy, and I did listen. I tried listening to Ariel's show. A lot of people are mad at Ariel too. I tried listening to Ariel's show, and his fucking video player kept freezing, so I would skip parts of the interviews because it was pissing me off. But I did hear him talk about it a little bit. It was emotional for the guy. He was upset. It's tough. It's what he's been doing for so long, and he's a fun fighter to watch. So
Why are they mad at
hopefully he does
Ariel?
well. I think everyone started getting mad at Ariel when Chael started talking about, Ariel and Ariel kind of screwing him over, and it just carried on from there. You know, the Angela Magana chick, who's batshit crazy, but I don't know where the character starts and the regular person begins. She had said that Ariel's been talking shit to her. Apparently, she was on Ariel, I guess. Actually, I don't think I saw that interview on Ariel's website. Maybe she was full of shit then. I just realized that. Maybe she wasn't on Ariel. She was just talking shit like she was. I didn't even think about that. But yeah, I don't know. She was talking about Ariel's been reporting her to the UFC, and she's kind of a mess anyway. I don't know what the fuck she's doing. Are you following her?
No, is she the one we were talking about
dude.
before that was crazy?
Yeah, you need to follow her.
I thought it was
You really
Jessica
should.
Penne.
Jessica Penne is she's still in the competition. She's fighting Wednesday.
Yeah, I know, but I thought she was the one you were following that went crazy.
No, Jessica Penne is completely normal. Speaking of that, what'd you think of Rose Namajunas?
That beat JoJo?
Yeah,
Was that the second fight or the first one? First fight sucked.
second fight.
Yeah, I like that fight.
The first
Did
fight
you
was
see
good.
that when she did I don't know, she was out on her front side and they were both standing up and she did a backwards flip and landed on her feet? She was like a
she was
damn
trying to
monkey
pull-
all over.
She was trying to pull another flying armbar.
That was sick.
You should go on Fight Pass and go to the Invicta part. I think it was Invicta 3. She pulled off. It was a candidate for submission of the year. She pulled off a flying armbar that was just like way awesome. That's why she's fun as shit to watch.
She's like a damn spider monkey.
And when I was watching her fight Wednesday's episode, she kind of reminded me a little bit of Conor McGregor in her stance and some of her movements.
Oh, your new hero?
He's not my new hero. He's funny
Yes,
as shit,
he is.
though, man. He is funny as shit.
He
You
talks
don't
funny.
think he's funny?
Yeah, I do like him. I just like giving you a hard time.
Look, I think it was a solo show. I don't remember. But Bong Boy Bong Boy had posted on my Facebook. I think it was on my Facebook. Bong Boy doesn't follow fights. He's watched.
Yeah,
them
he sees-
sometimes.
yeah.
He doesn't follow him.
Right.
He knows who the guy is. That says a lot. He posted a video of me. Said you got to watch this guy. And we talked about it later that night when we were playing. If Bong Boy knows who you are, you're doing something right. You're doing
I
something
watched
right.
that fight. That link he sent.
Oh, did you watch that clip?
Yeah,
it was a bunch of fights, wasn't it? I don't even remember.
I don't either.
Wasn't it
I
like I
watched
think it
it.
was clips of a bunch of fights and then him talking all funny, and yeah, he's doing. Look, the guy UFC's building a show around the guy, and he's fought 3 times in their company. He's got something going on that's special, and he's gonna be big. The only thing that'll fuck him up is if he loses, especially if he loses in a title fight. He needs to be a champion.
Oh, that's right, because all them clips showed him as the best fighter ever lived because they showed all of his knockouts and submissions. Well, I don't know if it was in submissions, but I do remember
Yeah,
seeing
I
that.
think they should. Yeah, they showed a bunch of stuff. So podcast wise, just so you know what you missed, Front Row Brian has his debut show.
I
It was
actually
pretty
want to
good.
listen to Front Row Brian.
You know, it was good. He had it was Chael, it was Bloodstained Lane, and it was Alistair Overeem, and they're all people he's friends with, so he was comfortable. Chael, and if this doesn't work out for the guy, or if it's something he doesn't like doing or whatever, I would love to hear Front Row Brian as a sidekick with Chael.
Oh,
They
I
work
think it'd be
really
great.
they work really well off of each other. Because, you know, I heard Front Row Brian on Chael's show and then vice versa. Chael was on there for 2.5 hours just shooting his shit. It was funny. It was comfortable. Nothing was pushed. It was just fun. So you know, I'm curious to hear what else. I forgot. He said who's on this week. Oh, it's Justin, what's his name? McCulley. Tito Ortiz's ex-buddy. I'm sure that'll be you want to hear an interesting one? I'm sure that'll be an interesting interview. He's going to have a lot of not good things to say about Tito.
Oh, I want to hear
Lot,
that.
a lot of not good things. But yeah, I thought it was good. I would listen again. I'll listen to McCauley. I want to hear that one. That's for sure. And then Chael, well, you know what? We'll get to Chael in a minute. Let me talk about this, and this is going to get into wrestling to an extent. Have you ever heard of CM Punk?
Yeah.
And you've heard of him, right?
Heard of him, but I don't know if I would recognize him if he came in
Yeah, I
my
was gonna
house.
say you probably couldn't like pick him out of a lineup, but you know the name.
No,
So
right.
he's a guy who was a big wrestling name. He was a big champion and stuff. Not big physically, just like people really liked him. He was big, popular, and he left. He got pissed
Like
at
you
the
were back in the
WWE.
day.
Yeah, he got pissed at WWE, left, and he came out this week, and this is going somewhere. Don't worry. He came out, or maybe it was last week on this podcast, and talked. He literally, after one of their biggest pay-per-views on a Sunday night, he walked out on Monday night. He was pissed off at the direction it was going, so he walked out. So that was 11 months ago, and he broke his silence on everything and did a hour and a half, 2 hour podcast about why he was unhappy, blah blah blah. He also mentioned that in his WWE contract, he has a non-compete clause with the UFC, which is really weird. Like, he talked about, actually, one thing you might know CM Punk's name from is the original plan, I think, against Bisping. When Chael came back to fight Bisping, the game plan was CM Punk, because he and Chael are friends, CM Punk was going to walk Chael out. And Vince
I didn't know they were
McMahon
buddies.
Yeah, Vince McMahon apparently told CM Punk, and, you know, I don't know what's true, what's not, but he said, no, I know Vince doesn't like UFC, but he said, no, that's barbaric, you're not going to be seen out there, someone's going to die out there. No, he put the kibosh on it. And I thought it was interesting that he put a non-compete clause for the UFC, and apparently not any other organization. Not Bellator, I don't know if World Series of Fighting was around at the time, but not MMA in general. Just UFC.
Yeah.
So, and like I said, this is going to lead somewhere. So, hold on, give me a second, because I just lost my train of thought.
CM Punk.
Yeah, CM Punk.
Chael.
You know, CM Punk would be good. He's been training jiu-jitsu with the Gracies for probably 6-7 years. He'd be a good one. He'd be fun to watch in Metamoris. But anyway, so. Oh, Front Row Brian, when UFC they had a press conference not long ago, and they had a special announcement, and there was no special announcement. Dana White said there isn't one. It didn't come through in time. Blah blah blah. Front Row Brian had mentioned that his sources told him it was UFC was signing CM Punk, and that would be interesting. I don't know what the fuck CM Punk is going to think he's going to do in a real fight. I'm sure he has some jiu-jitsu skills, but has he ever been punched in the face repeatedly for 15 minutes?
For
And
real?
kicked and kneed and stuff? Yeah, and I'm sure he's been hit and for real in WWE. Hell, that was one of his complaints. One guy, and this is what he said. Who knows? But fucked him up really good. Bruised, broke a couple ribs and gave him a concussion and all kinds of shit. And that guy got really mad too. He's like, that never happened, and he's never told me that before. But anyway, so UFC wanted to sign him. Now Bellator, Scott Coker was on Ariel's show, and I did hear part of that. It cut out after a while. Bellator has said that they're interested in Brock Lesnar because Brock Lesnar is very likely returning to mixed martial arts in the next handful of months.
But not with UFC though.
Don't know. His contract with the WWF ends the day after WrestleMania. So he's got one appearance to make, and then his contract is over, and then he becomes the free agent. And UFC, Dana White says they've talked, and everything's fine. He has a great relationship with Brock Lesnar. And then Scott Coker comes out the other day, and keep in mind, Bellator is owned by Viacom. They got a lot of money and a lot of opportunities. Scott Coker comes out and says, we can have any fighter we want.
Wow, I didn't know Viacom owned them.
Yeah, they're owned by Viacom. So not only can Bellator pay him money, Viacom can pay him money. Viacom can give him movie deals and shit like that. Whatever they want, Viacom can fit it into their little umbrella. It would be interesting, though I don't think it'll happen because I think Brock has a lot of money. I think Brock wants the competition.
Yeah.
He's that kind of guy. So I don't think it'll be an issue. But it would be interesting to see what happens because the other thing is then you've got CM Punk, who maybe can't go to the UFC, but he can go fight in Bellator, which is more suitable for him anyway. So I don't know where they're going to go with that. Then Kung Lee came out and said he wants out of his UFC contract because
where's he going to fight?
He would be a good fit for Bellator because he would be a draw for them. He would do really well over there, and Viacom because he does act. He's done quite a bit of movies. Viacom could give him movie roles. He would be a good fit for Bellator, but he's pissed off because he feels UFC tarnished his name when really his name got tarnished when he released that photo. As soon as that photo came out, his shit was done. That's what fucked up your reputation there, Kung. And I like Kung. I am a Kung fan. So yeah, I'm curious to see where Bellator goes with their shit. Let's see here. Oh, Chael's podcast, and then we can go to 181, and then we can go over. I actually have a couple random things that I thought were interesting. We can get into, like 100 brains missing from University of Texas. I think is an interesting story. I got some interesting ones. So Chael had Bisping on. Have you heard any of the fallout from that? Any of the blowback?
I saw some of the sniping at it, and he said he wanted to fight, and Chael said, I stopped listening as soon as No, wait a minute, that was him and Tim Kennedy, wasn't it?
Yeah. So...
You mean the 82nd Airborne Army Ranger?
I forgot I have pizza. Why
Tim
do you
Kennedy.
need to blow your nose? Why are you doing coke?
No, it's Pepsi.
Shit. So Chael's on with, or Bisping's on with Chael. It was a good interview. I'm liking Bisping a little bit more. You remember how much I didn't like him. He was up there. I just can't stand him.
Well, the Ultimate Fighter
starting
made
to
me
get
like
him.
him a little better.
I didn't like him.
After that, I liked him a little better.
Like, you know, it was great. I loved it when, and even though it was terrible, I loved it when Dan Henderson punched him after the fight.
That was just brutal
Well,
too.
not after the fight, but certainly after he. Well, no, it was after the fight, wasn't it?
Yeah, he
The
waved
ref
him
kind of
off.
stopped
No,
it. Yeah, I think the ref kind of stopped it, if I remember correctly. See,
yeah,
some
but
of
I
this shit
think
is
his
hard to
excuse
remember.
was he was falling down on him while he was unconscious and was going to hit him again, and that's when he stopped it, and he couldn't stop it.
Yeah, I think that's right. I'm not even going to look
Yeah.
it up. I'm going with that. That sounds kind of familiar. So Bisping was on there, and they were Kennedy came up. It wasn't just, I know it was a good interview, but Kennedy did come up, and basically they told him to just man up, stop bitching that you lost, stop blaming Stoolgate. This is with the Yoel Romero fight. Did you see that, or do you remember that?
I don't think so.
So Kennedy had Romero hurt, seconds away from a knockout, and the round ended. And you get a minute in between rounds, and the minute passed, and Yoel sat on his stool, and someone was out there putting stuff on his face and talking to him, and he sat on his stool for probably another 30, 35, maybe even 40 seconds. He got extra time to recover from literally being saved by the bell. And then he came out and he knocked Tim Kennedy out.
Oh no, I did not see that, but that's pretty wild. Was it under
Yeah.
protest?
Oh, yeah, he was pissed. I don't know if he officially appealed it or not, but he was pissed. And he would go on and on about it for a while, too. I haven't heard him say much recently, but it came up with Chael and Bisping. They both told him to man up. Stop complaining about Stoolgate. You lost. Deal with it. Chael said, when the fight is done, shut up. This is a quote. When the fight is done, shut up. Give the other guy his 15 minutes, whether he earned it or was gifted it. Give him his 15 minutes and walk away. Which, when I think about it, that's exactly what Chael's done. Think about when he lost to Anderson Silva. I know you watched those press conferences because I think we all did. Those might be the only ones you've ever watched. But think
Yeah.
about how quiet he got. He wasn't the Chael Sonnen personality getting a fight. He was a Chael Sonnen, the regular guy, letting this guy have it. And he gave props to Anderson Silva when Chris Weidman won and got the title. He said he didn't say anything. He said, Chris is your new champion. He said Anderson handled it beautifully. So he said he gets a pass for being, I think the quote was, a bitter son of a bitch, because he was in the military. Because Tim Kennedy's been in the military, right?
Huh?
Tim Kennedy has been in the military. Allegedly. I'd like to see actual proof. And I'm not sure what I would categorize as proof, because pictures can be photoshopped, people can be bought. I don't know what proof would be. But here's
What if
Tim
somebody-
Kennedy's...
What if somebody's sister gave somebody a tattoo, or more than one tattoo, and knows them personally,
Oh, well, you know what? I forgot about that.
and says that he is not a very nice person?
She's probably brainwashed. Really? She said he's not a nice person?
Yeah, something about
We need to get her as a guest.
something. I don't know if she would. She might talk about it.
You know what? Because this is going to be a match in Metamoris, because this will make a shit ton of money for Metamoris. Yeah, we need to get her on the show for Metamoris, and we can bill it as like the woman who is offended and come up with all kinds of shit, almost killed and blah 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 by Tim Kennedy. So,
In fact, I'm looking at her now at her tattoos, and I can't get a good picture of it though.
Here's
But-
Tim Kennedy's response. Chael is being an ignorant idiot that evidently doesn't have any idea what he's talking about, except for being an American hero, which totally true. Just kidding. I didn't walk back to Yoel because they were talking about how Tim Kennedy went and chased Yoel down and started yelling at him, which I don't think happened. I think it's the way especially the way the video looked. And from what I heard, too, Yoel went to Tim Kennedy.
Yeah.
Yoel was chasing me down after the fight trying to apologize for cheating. Watch the video. It's very clear that is exactly what happened. I haven't said a thing for the past 5 weeks. All I've been doing is hunting, but I guess I shouldn't worry about it. It's coming from a retired PED using felon. Maybe he's trying to promote a fight in Metamoris, and if that's the case, I will happily choke him out. So, and Chael's got two. He could have a double header at Metamoris 6 because he could do him and then do Vanderlei.
That sounds dirty.
He does not have a short list of a short list of dancing partners, does he? Vanderlei probably won't get to do it because UFC probably has no reason to let Vanderlei do it. But I bet we see Chael and Tim Kennedy, and that could be fun.
Wait a minute. How would Chael fight Tim Kennedy in the backyard?
Metamoris.
Oh, you just said that. Am I drinking?
No, are you? You better not be.
No.
Did you find your smoky smoke?
No. I found a smoky smoke, but nothing to smoky smoke with. You would think somebody who had been in the plumbing industry long enough could make something to smoky smoke. Aerators, fittings.
You probably could make shit. You just haven't noodled it through.
Nah.
So yeah, that's Metamoris. Oh, and by the way, going back to CM Punk for a minute, Phil Baroni, the New York badass, is calling out CM Punk left and right. Front Row Brian's kind of set that up. So if CM Punk does end up in Bellator, that's probably the fight we'll wind up seeing. CM Punk and Phil Baroni, because it's already started. Now tomorrow night is a hell of a fight card. Did you?
Well, I thought the Ultimate Fighter
tomorrow night.
No, it's sister-in-law from Denver.
Oh, okay.
Which means we're going to be at the Aviator.
Which also means she can tell you all kinds of stuff about the other thing too.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know when you're getting back from the Aviator, but hell of a fight card tomorrow night. So, prelims: Alex White and Clay Collard. I don't know who the fuck they are. I watched the weigh-ins. I don't have an opinion.
I thought the Ultimate Fighter women were going to fight tomorrow night with them, and that's why I couldn't figure out why we had 4 women fighters left.
No, the Ultimate Fighter ends next Friday. That's why I was telling MMA Podcast again and Word on the Streets if they wanted to come on, because Podcast said it would be fun one time, but he wound up having to work.
Yeah, but you made it sound like it was this Friday.
No, I didn't. Did I? I'd have to look. I don't remember what I said.
Yeah, you said somehow we're going to be podcasting live.
Next Friday. Yeah, I thought I said next Friday. I don't fucking know what I said. So I don't have an opinion on him. I'll go Alex White because he has a Wikipedia page. That's really what I'm going with. Who you got? Who are their names? Alex White and Clay Collard.
Oh, boy. Whites versus the Collards? I'm going to pull for the White.
Hey, get out of the way. Get out of the way. That's racist. Yeah, Alex White, Sergio Pettis, and Matt Hobar. Look, I'm going Sergio Pettis. He's young. He's 1-1 in the UFC. He's got a hell of a training partner to look up to with his brother, and I'm going with Sergio Pettis.
I think he's going to be better than his brother.
It should be a fun fight. I think I know who Matt Hobar is. I actually don't remember watching their weigh-ins. Maybe I didn't see all of them. Ooh, I remember this weigh-in. So that's your Fight Pass card. Okay. Now you got your Fox Sports 1 prelims. You got Raquel Pennington from Tough 18, if you remember her.
I do.
And Ashley Evans Smith, who I didn't think I'd heard of, but I know who she is. She is the one who beat Fallon Fox not like 6-8 months ago, maybe. Fallon Fox is the transsexual, or what do they call him? Transgender. Why did they change from transgender to from transsexual to transgender?
I guess so they could take the word gender out. And how come you can't get a picture of Ashley Evans Smith? Was the camera broke that day, or?
What do you mean?
Well, on the UFC website, they got her shaded out.
Oh, she shaded out? I don't know. I tell you what, though, her weigh-in, it was cold in that room. I'm relatively certain of that.
Was that worth seeing?
It was okay. She kept trying to hide him though. It's kind of funny. I don't know Ashley Evans Smith. I mean, she beat a man, sorta. So that's something. I've seen Raquel Pennington fight in Tough. I kind of remember her in Tough. I know she lost her first UFC fight, if I remember correctly. I think maybe I'm thinking she lost in Tough and she won the first UFC fight. Maybe I should look at that. Let me see here, because she's only fought once, or did she? Was she hurt? Let's see here. She lost to Jessica Andrade. So she's 0-1. But she, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen here, because looking at her, I forgot she's the one that beat Roxy Modafferi in Tough. I forgot that was her.
Roxy's fighting tonight.
She is. I like Roxy's just fun, man.
And she didn't win or lose. She's happy.
Yes. Do you follow her?
No. I thought she was still in Japan. I didn't think they had Twitter over there.
No, she moved. Well, they do, but she moved back here after Tough. She quit her job and moved back here, and then her mom moved in with her, and now they're like buddy and blah blah blah. But how do you not like her? And I know the chick she's fighting, not personally, but she's from down in South Carolina, I think. I've been following her on Facebook for a while. What's her name? KGB Lee. But yeah, I don't know what to expect from this, because I don't know shit about Ashley Evans Smith. I kind of want to pick Ashley Evans Smith because she beat a man. But I don't know. I guess I'll go Raquel Pennington just because I've seen her fight.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying.
I don't know. Corey Anderson and Justin Jones. I actually don't remember this weigh-in either. Corey Anderson and Justin Jones. I don't know who they are. Corey Anderson has a Wikipedia, though. Who's he fought? Let's see here. Go down. He beat Matt Von Buren. And he beat Stephen Flanagan. So he's 3-0. He's young. How the hell did a 3-0 guy get on a Fox Sports 1 card? Someone must have been hurt. Oh, shit. Ashley Evans Smith is a late replacement. That's right. This was supposed to be Holly Holm's first fight in the UFC.
But let me tell you this.
That. Oh, yeah.
So they got to shake out she's a late replacement. On ESPN, if a baseball player gets traded, they got a picture of him with a uniform on in 15 seconds.
They have better Photoshop artists than UFC does. Have you seen some of the UFC posters? I mean, come on.
Yeah. I have seen some photos.
About the most trained.
You and your buddy, hey, why don't you take that for a job? You can work for Dana.
You know what? I'm not even good at Photoshop, and I could probably do better than what they do. Because most of what they do is creative. They're just not very creative. The Photoshop part of it isn't really that difficult. It's the creative process that's a pain in the ass. Because it's not like you're fucking doing the shit that I've done in Photoshop Wars, where you got to transpose heads and bodies and shit. That's a pain in the ass. Just taking an image and moving it around is easy, but some of your... You know what was a really cool one? My favorite marketing one that the UFC has done was the one for Chris Weidman and Lyoto Machida. That was a cool campaign with the different colored paint on their faces and stuff, the American paint and the Brazil paint. I love that one. I mean, that was just cool. And I also just saw Justin Jones, who I don't know who the fuck that is a late replacement for Jean Vellante. He pulled out. So I'll go Corey Anderson because,
he's probably prepared.
Yeah, I don't fucking know. Oh, are these the guys? These might be the two black guys. One of these guys has a really weird hair pattern. Like he's really hairy here on his front, and he turned around and he's completely bare. And usually, if you see super amount of hair on your chest and your stomach and your arms, you would expect to carry over on the back, but it was really awkward.
I don't have hair on my back.
I got some hair on my back. I'm not hairy like I am on the front, but I got something.
Hey, I don't have any.
Well, you don't have hair on your head either. Neither
it's
do
a sign
you,
of
dum-dum.
It's a sign. Wait a second, you don't either. That's a sign of a high testosterone. I didn't know Seal was fighting.
Dude, by the way, who? Seal?
Yeah, look at the next match. Well, it says Gordon and Salmon, but it looks
Oh
like
yeah,
Seal.
I'm on Wikipedia. Eddie Gordon is the guy who that's Truck Gordon. He won. I don't know what weight division. Well, actually, I guess it's the middleweight division. He won tough with B.J. Penn and Frankie Edgar back in July, I think it was. He's the tough winner. I didn't watch it. I don't think you did either.
No.
It's too much shit to watch, and I didn't even care about either. I was so not into that fight. But I did watch his fight, and he was good. I think he won by decision. I think he was knocking people the fuck out in the house, though, if I remember correctly. And then Josh Salmon, I don't remember Josh Salmon because it's like I know who he is, but I don't remember if he can fight or not. It's been so fucking long since he's fought. He hadn't fought since April of 2013. So he knocked
remember
out Kevin
him.
Casey. That's right. He knocked out Kevin Casey at the finale, and he hasn't fought since then. Who did he lose to in the house? He beat
I don't remember
Thor.
that.
He lost to Kelvin Gastelum.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, I got
He
Faber
lost.
for the next fight, though. I think
Yes.
Faber's...
Well, I'm gonna go. I'm going Eddie Gordon. I think Salmon's been out too long, and I don't even remember him. And I remember Eddie Gordon, and he looked pretty okay at the last tough finale. So I'm going Eddie Gordon. Now Uriah Faber and Francisco Rivera. Yeah, I got Uriah Faber. I mean, that's
Yeah.
all he's got to do is win. That's it. He just has to not make a mistake, and he gets a title shot, and it will be a big title shot. Because either way you look at it, he's either going to be fighting Dominic Cruz, or he's going to be fighting T.J. Dillashaw, and either one is big. I want to see.
I
both
think
of
he'll
those.
beat Dillashaw.
I want to see it because that's
Yeah.
just the story there, the drama. It's just there's drama. How are they going to handle that? Is T.J. Dillashaw going to leave? I mean, it's Uriah Faber's camp. He's the one who runs, Team Alpha Male. That's his thing. So if T.J. Dillashaw leaves, who else leaves? What happens there? So there's some interesting. There's interesting, and then of course, who the fuck doesn't want to see Cruz and Faber 3?
Yeah.
That's the one we were supposed to see a couple years ago, and Cruz got fucked. And Cruz looked good as shit in his return fight. Did you see that? Do you remember that?
Oh,
Against,
yeah.
who was it? Mizugaki, I think. I think it was Takeya Mizugaki. He
I
fucked
thought he
him
was just
up
going to...
fast.
Yeah. I thought he was going to come back and not be anything.
Mm-hmm. He got him fast as shit. So there's your Fox Sports 1 card. Now then we go to the main card and the pay-per-view. Tony Ferguson and Abel Trujillo. It's a good
Ferguson.
fight. That's gonna be a fun fight.
No, I'm going with the black dude.
That's gonna
I
be
mean-
a hell of a fight.
Danny Trejo.
Danny Trejo. I'm gonna go Ferguson. Then you got Todd Duffy and Anthony Hamilton. I don't remember Anthony Hamilton. Todd Duffy hadn't fought in like 2 years. I do remember him. I like him. But he's coming off of not only a long wait, whatever they're saying I'd forgotten, they were saying during the weigh-ins that he had some disease that messed him up to the point where he had to learn how to write again. He couldn't even write.
Was it a bad liver?
he couldn't even. So you had to retrain to write. In the past 2 years, he's been spending how many years training to fight? And in 2 years, he has to relearn how to write and to punch and to grab and to maneuver and things like that. I don't know, but I'm going to go Todd Duffy because I like him. I'm going Todd Duffy. Who do you have?
The guy who didn't get a disease.
Oh, I remember Anthony Hamilton. I actually
I don't
do
remember it.
remember him. I think he's only fought one time in the UFC.
I don't remember either one of them.
So then we move on to the fight that I want to see most.
Schaub.
No, yeah. Did you see the weigh-in?
No.
Yeah, it was a fun weigh-in. They don't like each other. Do you know the little bit of story there?
I kind of, sort of.
Let's hear what you think it is. Just because I'm high, I'm feeling good, and I think it would be funny because I don't think you know what it is.
I do.
Where is it?
When they were little kids, Matt Brown stole Brendan Schaub's bicycle. And Brendan Schaub's mama went over to Matt Brown's house
Matt Brown?
and said,
Is Matt Brown
Yeah.
fighting tomorrow?
yeah,
He's
who's
going to
that?
fight Brendan Schaub? That's a big weight difference. Pout?
I didn't see that one.
You mean Travis Brown? Matt
Yeah.
Brown's the little 170 guy who like talks kind of funny and has the dark hair and like always kicks ass as fights fucking rock. That's Matt Brown. Did he win Fight of the Year? Wasn't he in like a Fight of the Year or something? Was that
Matt or
no?
Travis?
That was earlier this year. That's when he fought. Remember that fight he had with Eric Silva, earlier this year? The back and forth where they just basically they almost knocked the shit out of each other. I don't know how many times, and it just went back like he was dominating Eric Silva, but Eric Silva would just like come back with like this magic random shot and then fuck him up. That was fun. I want to see that
Yes.
fight again. So that didn't start when they were children. Brendan Schaub used to do Ronda Rousey, and
For what? Her
broke up.
podcast?
No, they used to date, and they broke up earlier this year. And then Travis Brown, I think it was after the fight was announced, went to train with Ronda Rousey. Now, the fact of the matter is, it's not a bad person to train with. She knows her grappling. Edmund, I think, is... Look, Edmund, was it Trevardian or whatever his name is?
I call him Count. The Count.
He's a good enough coach that he's taken someone with basically no striking experience. Because she's a judo background. That's what she was doing her whole life.
Oh, I
And
thought you meant
turned her
Travis.
No, I'm talking about Edmund has taken Ronda Rousey
Yes.
and turned her into... I'm going to hold off on saying a fully legitimate till I see one more time, but damn, has her striking gotten good.
Yes. Very
It's gotten
impressive.
good. So I'm sure there's things Travis Brown can pick up from him. I mean, there's some legitimacy to it, but it's pretty fucking funny that, like I said, I think it was after it was all done. Well, it had to have been. Because he's not going to go train with Ronda Rousey if Ronda Rousey's still dating Brendan Schaub. So, yeah, after they broke up, he said he's going to go train with Ronda Rousey. That's funny.
Yeah.
That's just kind of funny.
So, wait a minute.
They apparently
Are you
Edmund
sure?
and Brendan Schaub were going back and forth, back in the back before weigh-ins. They were having words. So there's a lot of heat in this one.
No, that was Misha Tate's boyfriend.
He's not there. I thought he was at some NASCAR thing.
No, I mean, isn't that who he was fussing with?
Oh, no, I'm talking about tonight. Edmund and Brendan Schaub were having words tonight.
Oh.
Even at the weigh-ins, Edmund was doing some of the talking.
I was trying to get you to
just
pull
went
from
right
the
up.
Ultimate Fighter when he was picking on Misha's boyfriend.
No, yeah, I get that. And, you know, look, he could let it go and he might be happier, but the guy did say, well, no, actually, all he said was I would fight her or something. I don't think he physically threatened her. But it was pretty fucking stupid. Whatever it was he said. It was really fucking dumb. So on this fight, I'm going Brown. I just don't think Schaub looked a little bit flat. He's fighting. Look, man, there's people have fought with fucking broken ribs. I think Kurt Angle won some wrestling tournament with a fucking broken back, or maybe you know what? Maybe that was the Olympics. Like you get fucked up and people still go. Brendan Schaub is fighting with a broken heart. That says a lot. That's gotta be hard. So I got Travis Brown, no problem. I just think Travis Brown's gonna fuck him up.
I definitely have Travis.
Yeah, and
Or
Travis,
Matt, either one.
I think I think Travis will be fighting for a title by the end of next year. All right, lightweight title fight. Coaches Anthony Pettis and Gilbert Melendez. I got Pettis. It's going to be a fun fight, but I think Melendez is one of the more overrated fighters out there. I just don't. How many split decisions? And I don't know how the fuck he pulled off a split decision against Josh Thompson that third time they fought, because Josh Thompson kicked his ass. But let's see. He's split decision. Well, no, he's got a lot of unanimous decisions. I remember the Diego Sanchez fight. Well, actually, he fucked Diego Sanchez up pretty good, didn't he? Ben Henderson, he lost a split decision, so he got his comeuppance. Look, you know what? And actually, I'll say this too. I do remember that Ben Henderson fight. I was more impressed with him than I have been before. I remember that. Maybe I'm starting to change my mind on Gilbert Melendez. Because he hasn't fought in a while. He hasn't fought in a year. Over a year.
Hey, Roxy's getting ready to fight.
He's got the best fucking manager in the world.
I'm going with Anthony Pettis.
Yeah, he lost to Henderson, beat Diego Sanchez, and then renegotiated his UFC contract for a title fight and a TV deal. No, I think Pettis is going to do things that Melendez isn't used to, and which is what Pettis does anyway. But I think I don't know. Melendez just doesn't do it for me, and he does for everyone else. He was calling himself the greatest of all time if he beats Anthony Pettis. How does that work? Like, how does beating Anthony Pettis firm your spot as, or maybe he wanted to be in the discussion, firm your spot for being one of the greatest of all time? No, it doesn't. Go knock everybody out like Anderson Silva did and Fedor did and shit like that. Sure, Anderson Silva had his decisions, and we all know for some of them, yeah, he was bored as shit during them. You can watch the fights and tell that he's toying with them. But the fact of the matter is, you got to do that. You can't be who you are and eke by on some of these decisions and then beat Anthony Pettis, who's a 24, 25-year-old as a kid.
Hold up. She's wearing a cowboy hat.
Yeah, that's KG Beasley. I told you I think she's from South Carolina.
She's nice. She got a damn lasso around her neck.
Yeah, she's cute. I like her. But it's fucking Roxy.
She looks like Miranda Lambert.
I want Roxy to have one more run. Hey, speaking of Miranda Lambert, what the fuck is up with Taylor Swift? I have two.
I don't even want to know. I don't like her. She's gone mainstream.
So here's question one. Apparently she was she did something with a Victoria's Secret show or something.
Yeah, I saw something about it, but I didn't see what it was.
See, I heard Bob and the Showgram talking about it. And she performed, and she was wearing lingerie, I guess. And she performed for the show, but she banned some Victoria's Secret model from walking because that particular Victoria's Secret model told her, Taylor Swift, that she could never walk a runway. How petty do you have to be? And how retarded... Really, if someone said that shit to me, I would want the person there walking while I'm sitting there singing and you're fucking walking around me. And I'm like, yeah, fuck you. I would want the person there. But how petty do you have to be for that? Okay, that's my first question. Okay, well, can you answer that before I move on to my second question?
No.
Okay. My second question is... what is it about her that people find attractive? I don't get it. I don't get it.
I don't like her singing. I don't like her outfits. I don't like her body. I don't like her face. I don't know. Nothing.
I can't lie. I can't say that I haven't wound up singing one of her stupid fucking songs when it comes on when I'm listening to Jim in the morning. But she's not pretty.
No.
Is she wears a really dumb one? No, that's another one. Who's the one that was on Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? And she clearly wasn't. Who was that?
I didn't see that. But Taylor Swift wears those bikini bottoms from the 1950s or something.
Yeah, that's really dumb. You don't know what I'm talking
in shorts.
about? I'm going to pull that next week. I'm going to pull that audio. It's some country singer who's really fucking stupid and can't answer any questions.
Wait a minute. It's not the one from North Carolina, is it?
I don't know.
And she just got fake boobs.
Some blonde chick. I have no clue.
Yeah, she was.
I think
she was on American Idol.
Yeah, maybe.
And I played in a band with her grandpa down in Charlotte. Her grandpa gave me a pick, and she sings a song called "Red High Heels."
Oh, I don't know. I have no clue. I really don't remember that much. I just remember she was blonde and she was dumb.
Yes.
And I'm not saying like that as a joke. I'm saying she's legitimately dumb. Like just a dumb person.
Kelly Pickler.
Yeah, that might be her.
But if you think she's that dumb, but if you do a little research on her, I think you will admire her.
I don't want
And
to
I'm
do
not even going to
research
tell
on
you
that.
why. You're going to have to look her up now.
Oh, she must be naked somewhere.
No, not at all. But
Um,
she's dumb as a box of rocks, I believe.
come
Her
on, Roxy,
grandpa's nice.
kick some ass. Is that when you
He,
had that late night shit? Is that the time you're talking about? When you were playing with her grandpa?
I
You were
stayed
trying
in
to get.
Charlotte that night.
Oh, okay. You're trying to get me to go to one a while back.
Oh no. No,
Okay.
that was here.
Okay.
That was
Okay.
just to get together when the dude passed out 3 times before we got into the couch.
Yeah. That's the one I was talking about.
The history teacher, by the way, high
So
school history teacher.
main event: Johnny Hendricks and Robbie Lawler.
I like Hendricks too much, win or lose. I think he's going to win, but I like him personally, and I like him as a fighter.
I got Lawler.
Oh, I hate you.
Look, man.
Not because of this decision. I just hate you.
I thought Lawler won when they fought the first time. I legitimately did. And
She's from
Hendricks,
Louisiana, Beauce City, Louisiana.
that's hometown. I'm talking about where she trains. I think she trains in South Carolina. I said I think. I'm not positive. I said I
She
think.
trains in Russia. Can't you see her uniform? Is she
I'm
wearing
not
a
sure
cup?
what. I don't know what's going on there. I think chicks wear cups.
Is that a Mountain Dew?
Fuck no. Oh wait, were we playing the question game?
Huh?
Who do you think is? Oh, didn't we cover that? Shit, I'm out.
Yeah, you said Lawler was
Fuck.
going to win. I said Hendricks.
Son of a bitch. All right, I already lost that one. All right, we have to do that again. Hold on.
What is the question
Ooh.
game?
You don't know the question game? I thought you watched Whose Line Is It Anyway?
I did. I didn't see all of them.
Oh, yeah. So the question game is where they do it with all four of them. But they do, come on, Roxy, fuck her up. And I like you too. But look, I want Roxy to have one more run because her career's almost over. She's been fighting forever. What
The
was I saying?
Karate Hottie.
Yeah, she's hot. You want to see a fucking? She's like a female John Jones, man. She looks better and better every time I see her. So I do have here. I'm gonna play. I have some production for getting into some of this. Let's see here. What we got here? Oh, I guess this could be a lead into it. So my nephew got robbed on Tuesday.
What?
Not at gunpoint. He
Oh,
got
oh,
robbed,
oh, oh. Fighting.
robbed on the wrestling match.
What's his
And,
record?
well, this year's now it's 2-1. He hasn't wrestled in 2 weeks. He kept getting hurt. He had his nose busted up and had to take a couple meats off from that. And then he rolled over his ear. Didn't I send you that picture of his ear? He rolled
Yeah,
over
because
his ear, so he was out for another 2 weeks. So,
wait a minute, what was the word you used when talking about his ear? It was some strange word I'd never heard of.
Oh, I don't know. That's the one that Mama Bear texted me. I'd have to look. I don't remember. But remember, we looked it up, and we figured it meant like to like suspend or something like that, to keep up. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, I guess I can see. Okay, I kind of see where it's coming from.
She took a foot to the face.
Yeah, that was not good. So I was kind of pissed off, and because basically. And he looked pretty good. He missed an armbar attempt, which was good because it's wrestling, and he would have been disqualified.
I was going to say, wait a minute.
It was a perfect, just all he had to do was just move the leg around. It would have been over real fast. Roxy's looking good. She's looking good this fight too. See,
Yeah.
this
Good
move
picks.
to the States might have been just what she needed to revamp herself, because she's always good on the ground. I mean, she just always is. But her stand-up hasn't been very good. But her stand-up looked awesome in her last fight. and
Ooh, judo.
she was holding her own okay here. Oh, Roxy's an ace with grappling. I love watching Roxy grapple. Let me see here. I got some. I have. Hold on a second. There's that one, and there's this one, and there's this one. I have production for this. I'm professional, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, we'll start with this one. Actually, we'll start with the negative, the one that could be seen as a negative one. We'll do that one first. We'll end with the funny ones. Now, look, I'm laughing because I like to laugh. Okay, and this is leading into Garner. I will say this because it just came to me. This song, this which is like what, like 25 years old or something by now. Actually, you know what? Holy shit! It really probably is about 25 years old.
Yeah, 80s.
Holy fuck, we're old. Fuck! This is 25 years old? Oh, okay. We're old as shit. This song is starting to make a little bit more sense. I'm starting to understand it a little bit more. Look, it ruined my Tuesday night. You said you're going to have things I'm not going to like to hear, so this ought to be interesting. But I came home Tuesday a little bit agitated, but not the end of the world. It's been a long, or Wednesday, been a long week. And I just wanted to watch Sons of Anarchy because it was, we're nearing the end of the series. So I wanted to watch Sons of Anarchy. I couldn't focus. I couldn't watch it. I got so pissed off when I saw the news about Eric Garner, and then I tried turning on Ultimate Fighter, and I couldn't pay attention to the fights, and then we were texting, and you saw the videos that I saw. We were watching videos and shit like that. Yeah, the Eric Garner thing, man, it's just, and you know what, let me pull up that, well, I'll wait until the round's over. I want to pull up that, I have someone on Facebook that I followed, my Facebook, that's like for people that I know, like that's my real life people. Well, I friended this guy, I don't know him, but he's a friend of a friend, and he's a very extreme black guy, and I thought maybe we could have some fun conversations. Sent him a friend request. He accepted. I just thought there would be some good discussions. There's no discussing with the guy. Every single thing in the world is racist. Everything. It's America with KKK and the whole system. It doesn't. I've had conversations. Other people have had conversations. It's always racist. So
it's kind of like with me.
Everything's always race with you. So yeah, the news about Eric Garner and what happened there, I was pretty sad about that, and I was pretty mad about it. And I just don't understand what in the world could have. You saw the videos. I know you saw the videos.
Yeah.
What is going to take what you see in the videos? How can anyone talk and spin that for the grand jury? And is the grand jury not allowed to see the videos?
I think they did.
A video and a medical. The video shows him being choked. The second video shows him dying without any help. The medical examiner ruled it a homicide and said it was from neck compression, chest compression, and prone position. And somehow nothing happens. How does that work? Tell me how it works. How does that happen?
So the police stops your car. You're just driving home from work, and you get out and start walking towards him, and he tells you to stop, and you don't stop. And you die as a result of it, whether it's a choke or you get shot or whatever. Whose fault is it?
What are you talking about? Are you talking about Michael Brown?
No.
Okay, well, I don't know what that story's from, but I would say if the cop shoots you and kills you, It's a little bit of both. There's this whole mentality, shoot to kill, needs to be regulated a little bit. Not everything needs to be shoot to kill. There are situations where you can shoot to stop.
Whoa, no.
Yes.
So
Shoot to
you
kill is a
would you shoot
problem.
at his foot or his knee or what?
Shoot his knee out. He
Really?
keeps coming, shoot his other knee out. Yeah.
So you've shot a pistol before. You own a
I
pistol.
have shot a pistol.
How accurate are you at 30 feet with a pistol? You could shoot somebody's knee if they're standing still.
You can, if first of all, if he's 30 feet away, there's no reason to shoot him yet. Why
If
is it
he's
if
running-
the
what
guy's
it-
walking towards you and
No,
he's
no.
30 feet away? You don't need to shoot him yet.
That's not to get to my point. Let's say he's 15 feet away, and he's not attacking you. But if I told you to shoot his knee, could you shoot his knee? It's about what, 6 inches wide.
Now, probably not. But back in the day, if I kept practicing, yeah, probably. You can shoot a leg. Let's say you miss the knee and you shoot his thigh. What's wrong with that? There's no reason to shoot to kill on stuff. Now, I'm not saying every time.
No, if
Of
somebody's
course
attacking
there's
me.
times where shoot to kill is an issue.
You,
Look,
But see,
you
there-
just said something right there. If someone is attacking me, you're not a trained cop.
Huh?
It's not your job. You're just a regular citizen guy.
right?
Cops are trained. Cops need to be trained differently. There's something in their training that isn't working very well.
They're
And-
trained to stop the threat.
And the thing of it is most of them are stopping it with just death.
Yeah,
There
they're
is
one of my best friends is a firearms instructor for a large police department in a big city next to us, and he did that for probably 15 years. And he always said before any of this happened that you don't shoot to wound, you shoot to kill. That's the only reason you take your gun out. You shoot to kill. You don't shoot them in the arm or the leg or the foot.
And I understand that. And I would probably, I don't know what I would do actually, because I stay relatively calm, but I don't know. It would all depend. I would hope that I would shoot to kill if I needed to, and not if I didn't.
So if a guy's not
but again,
complying
I'm not
with
trained.
the cops, if a guy's not complying with the cops, what should they do? Let him go?
Okay. This can get
You gotta
into
do
that
this-
other
you
video.
can-
Did you watch the video of the guy drinking his iced tea lemonade?
Oh, that makes my blood boil.
But it gets right into that. Maybe sometimes, Roxy's in trouble, but she's also good on the ground. Wow, look at her going for an arm bar. Maybe,
she's gonna get on she get her arm back up.
I'm gonna have to be redirected in a minute. But hold on, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Oh, about the iced tea one.
All right,
But you're
she's-
getting off so.
Okay, no, I'm not,
You get
because
also-
you're talking about. No, I know where I was going with it. You're saying if you're not complying with a cop, there's different levels of compliance too. There's different situations. I'm enjoying, not out of entertainment, but out of the fact that it might be one of the few things that creates a change. Videos like that guy who got arrested for the lemonade iced tea, and not complying with the cop, because sometimes the cops go and make you comply for no reason. I don't even know if the cop who was not in uniform, who didn't identify himself at first, I don't even know if he showed him a badge. As far as the black guy knows, because it was a black and white thing, and the racist thing is stupid too. It's not racist. Some cops are just dickheads. But
I say most.
I don't even think he showed him his badge. He just tackled the guy to the ground.
Yeah.
I don't remember him. Maybe he was wearing it on his jacket and we just didn't see it. I don't know, but I didn't see it. So at that point, the guy thinks he's lucky the guy with the iced tea didn't assault him, because he just tackled him. I can't just go say I'm a cop and expect you to follow what I'm doing.
Right.
But anyway, now I got off track. But you were saying, what if he doesn't comply? There's different levels of compliance. I used to be one that would say, just do what the cop says and talk about it later. And some of
And
these
you might not
things
get killed.
see, yes, well, there's that. But some of these videos I see, there's change that needs to be happening. And
Yes.
I think that depending on the situation, is where you choose how you're going to react to it.
I don't
Eric
think you can, though.
Garner, the Eric Garner thing, it doesn't matter what happened there. The cop who killed him probably would have been better off, as far as I'm concerned, if he'd have shot him. Because that argument is voided when he's using a choke that's banned by the police department. You're not allowed to use that choke.
Right.
If he'd have shot him and killed him, that would have made, as weird as it sounds, that would have made more sense to me. That cop did a bad choke. He killed him. And everyone around who let him die. In that second video, and if you haven't seen the second video, you should look it up. There's a second video that shows Eric Garner laying on his side for the most part, limp, not breathing, and the cops going around talking about, oh no, he's breathing, he's fine, give him room, blah, blah, blah. Remember at one point, two of them step away and kind of whisper, probably saying, hey, he's dead, we need to play this off though. And just let him die. That is ridiculous, and that's the thing that I think should have outrage. Look, Michael Brown is sad. Could it have been handled differently? I think it probably could have, but the fact of the matter is, the things that happened, that's a risk. That's a different level of compliance. It's sad, and like I said, I think the officer could. Did you hear about the fundraising that guy had? My boss was telling me that the
police officer.
Yeah. Maybe he did. I don't know. Someone did some kind of big fundraiser, and it raised over $500,000.
I heard they were going to get a fund for him because he's lost his livelihood for the rest of his life for doing his job.
Yeah, he I don't know that I would want to do that. I don't know. See, I don't hunt either, but I don't know if I was a cop and I killed someone, especially. I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to be a cop again. That would be tough, man. Regardless of the situation, that would be hard.
Well, see, I got two views on this stuff. I don't think we should be compliant to cops. Because you ever watch cops, they'll ask them questions and intimidate them to get them to admit to something, act like they're their buddies. And they'll say, hey, can we search your car? And they always say yes, because if you say no, they're going to intimidate you. Like, well, we're going to do it anyway. So they violate your rights. I mean, I hate it. There needs to be a big sign that says, don't forget, you work for us. You serve and protect us. But no, if you backtalk them, if you buck up against them, because they posture up so they can be the dominant male.
And that's part of the training that they need to change. That's
I
all
agree.
Part of it. And that's,
but the second part of that,
real quick, to me, and this is a fast one. They need to take a psychology course to understand how to interact with different people and different types of people and how to help
they only know one way
instead of just escalate. But anyway, what's two?
Two is, I'm an average white guy. A cop stops me, tells me to lay on the ground. I'm going to lay on the ground. You know why? Because he has a gun. And anything can be done against me. He resisted. He swung at me. He pulled something out. Wrong or right, I'm going to comply. Because he has a gun and he's got a...
For me, is Roxy going to fucking end this on a TKO? Holy shit. To me, it depends on the situation. I mean, if I really don't know what's going on, I have no clue, probably out of fear I might, because there's probably going to be more than one. There might be a few. Depends on how public it is, how many people are around. There's variation. Your gut, because nowadays you got fake cops to deal about, and I'm kind of fucked up, so of course I'm thinking about fake cops too. But yeah, the fact that I don't know. This is what I think needs the outrage. Is this story? Where's the protesters and stuff for this guy? Because this guy really didn't do anything. He ate a lot, and he probably sold some cigarettes that he wasn't supposed to sell and didn't pay taxes on them. And he broke up a fight, and that's it. So it sucks.
And I think it was very petty of them to even mess with him. But when they say get on the ground, especially me being a black guy and scared of racism and cops, I would have got on the ground.
Don't know. They've been, as far as I know, he'd never been arrested, but they'd been bugging him about cigarettes, and they could never. That's why I said probably. I don't. That really is alleged, I believe, because I don't think they even made an arrest on it. But he's already agitated because he just had to break up a fight. His adrenaline's going, and this is where the cops need to learn how to diffuse the situation instead of escalating.
And they could have done that. I think they could have. They could have talked to the guy like a human being.
Talk to him. Yeah, just say,
and
look,
everybody
man,
would have
here's the
walked away.
deal. This is going to happen. We're going to handcuff you and tackle you to the ground, and it's going to be a pain. Or we can just do this easy. I understand you're upset, but let's just take a couple deep breaths and let's just try to make this easy. And maybe this will just be an in and out, whatever. De-escalate it, but no one ever does that. And look, cops have a hard job. Their adrenaline's going too. But they're trained. So you got to learn how to kind of keep that under control, and that's practice. Whatever you got to do to make that happen, that's what needs to happen.
I got a good one for you.
Hold on, you want to hear another? You want to hear my next cop thing? Is it another
Hold on,
cop thing?
Yeah, let me ask you this one first. So Obama come out and says we want to get body cams for all the cops. Mm-hmm. What do you think?
I love it.
Yeah, but how's it going to change anything? We had 2 cameras on Garner.
They need to be public record.
Well, this was public. We saw it. Everybody saw it. And the cops still got off.
Those weren't. Well. Now I see what you're saying. I understand what you're saying now.
Now, I say it probably will help in some situations, but it didn't help in this one.
Here's the thing. With this Eric Garner, did you agree with Eric Garner?
With not indicting the cop?
Yeah.
No, I think he should have been indicted. Yes, definitely.
Okay. Here's the thing. This is where we get into if the system is corrupt. Because as far as I'm concerned, I don't know what could be said that would change the video and the medical examiner outside of something being crooked.
No. I know what it was.
Then you get into at some point when enough of these things happen with the video cameras and you see it and then people get off, that'll become a big enough issue that change will have to happen. Because then people will start rioting and shit like that, and there will be a reason for it. We're not there yet, though.
Well, I think the question to the grand jury was not, did he murder him or commit homicide?
Hold on, time out.
I just saw it. You don't know who won yet?
No, hold on. Ooh, 30-27. It's got to be Roxy. Yeah!
It's been over for like 3 minutes for me.
Maybe I need to hit live. Well, I've got this streaming and the video going. I got a lot of shit here. Okay, go ahead. Hey, go away.
The question presented to the grand jury, which I don't agree with, was there intent to kill him? Well, no, I don't think there was. But he killed him. So it should be manslaughter.
Well,
But that was the question put to him.
It's going to be interesting when a murderer comes out and uses that defense and gets off because of it.
Yep. Oh, no, we won't get off on it. There's no way. Now, the cops can, but we won't.
And that's where you get into how crooked it is. You can't sue the government. How crooked is the system?
Yep.
How do you change a system that doesn't want to be changed?
Well, I do think this is going to bring out having cops trained better and trained to diffuse situations versus.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
They just learn how to interact with people a little bit better. Just diffuse the situation. Don't fucking go crazy. Here's my next. I got one more cop clip. Here's my next cop clip. I'll get into racism in a second. There's people out here who know exactly what this is. You will in a minute.
I'm a cop, and you will respect my authority.
Yeah, right. You better get back to school, little boy.
Ow! Get your ass to jail! Ow! Hey, what the hell are you doing? You can't do
This
that!
all makes a lot more sense now. That's cops.
Teacher, educate.
Hey, wait a minute. You're just a kid.
Maybe this would teach you to listen to authority.
Ow! Oh, ow! Ow! Hey, man, what are you doing? Ow, stop it!
Police brutality. It's right there. So this racist guy, we've had some interactions. I wonder if I should bring up one of the ones that I've been on. But everything is racist. He posted something about, like I said, everything is America, KKK, because you can't spell America with C's. And then when people call him out, I'm looking for the one that he and I were going back and forth on a little bit a couple weeks ago. Not everything is racist. Like, I understand there's some racists out there. I don't think it's anything like it used to be. But not everything is racist. There's things that aren't. It's just assholes. That's all it is. Why can't people understand that? Just from statistics, not everything can be racist. That's not how statistics work. And it's just statistics don't work that way. I don't know where the one that I commented on was. But he and I have had a couple back and forths. And it's just, I try to be reasonable with him and just, I think I do a pretty good job of talking without being a dick. I think. And I know I can be a dick, but I can converse when I want to. Don't look at me like that, you fuck.
I was looking at the screen up there, yeah.
You rat bastard. But I think I can communicate my idea relatively well without being a dick. And it's just, he comes back and he'll go on little tangents where he types in all caps and he's yelling at you because that's how you communicate. Why isn't there a whisper version? How come you can't make your caps small and it'd be like whispering? That's what I want. I want a whisper
I think if you
version.
put your words in parentheses, it's a whisper.
Is it parentheses?
Yeah, I think so.
I thought that just meant you were trying to add information that wasn't super important but kind of important.
I thought that was hashtag.
No, I don't understand hashtag. I don't understand Twitter. I don't understand hashtags though. I kind of get it, but I don't know that I understand why for a lot of it. Like people just, and I use it sometimes. I'll just make up shit because I don't understand. I don't know if they're things or not. Most of them don't have the autofill. I'm finishing out myself. So I guess that means I don't get it.
Well, technically a hashtag is so everybody can search the same, CMA awards.
And I get that, for NASCAR and fights and all kind. I get that. That makes sense. But then people use it for things that don't make sense, and I just don't get it.
I take it for looking like a whisper.
I guess it could be that. Who's fighting? Who's left? I'm so happy Roxy won. Who's left to fight? Have you ever seen Michelle Watterson? What do you think of these fights, by the way? This is your first Invicta fight, isn't it?
No, I saw them before, and I couldn't figure out why it was just a bunch of women fighting.
Oh, really?
Remember? Yeah.
No, but that's funny. I didn't know that. That's kind of funny, though.
And you were like, yeah, because it's a women's league.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought you'd never seen it before. Yeah, man, Michelle Watterson, she can be brutal, man. She's fun. Let's see, Roxy. Oh, there's only 2 fights left. Oh, that's Tanya Evinger. That's who's in there. Michelle Watterson is next, man. You should stay awake for that, because she's pretty hot too. She used to work at Hooters, when she was young.
Really?
Yeah, she's cute. She tried out for American Ninja Warrior. Did you know John Dodson was on American Ninja Warrior?
No.
Look that up. That was pretty fun to watch. I'd like to see him on there again. Yeah, Michelle Watterson's the real deal. She's gotten so much better. I've been watching her for a while. She's gotten so much better. She's fucking awesome. Her last fight, she beat the shit out of that girl for 3.5, 4.5 rounds. Her face was fucked up afterwards because she beat the shit out of her. She's like I said, she's and she trains with him, so it makes sense. She trains with Greg Jackson. She's like a female John Jones. That fight looked phenomenal. So I'm looking forward, since it looks like it's okay, because their last fucking Invicta, they started at 10. The main event, they were all decisions. The main event didn't end until like 2 in the morning. That's why I was early. I was like, I kind of just, and we'll see. And I was kind of pissed because they started kind of late, but a little bit earlier. Start this shit at like 8 o'clock, man. Don't start it at 10 o'clock. But they started
Yes.
at 9. So, I mean, this won't go, if it goes the distance, the main event will start by 12. So at the latest, it'll be over by 12:30. That's not bad. I want to know why my smart TV part doesn't work, because I was going to put Invicta on my TV. What do you do? Have you ever had a TV not go to the smart TV part when you push smart TV?
You got the TV button over the TV, or is it on a different setting at the
No,
top?
when I push the little smart button, it goes to the smart part, so I can go to Netflix, or I have the UFC thing. I can go to UFC and watch, UFC Fight Pass on here, but it's
Yeah.
not bringing up my menu. I don't know what to push.
But do you have a TV button and a VCR button on top?
A VCR button. How old are you?
Well, I don't know if it was like a universal remote. That's the real TV remote.
Yeah, this is the regular TV. That's the
See-
Samsung TV remote.
So if it would have pressed device, I bet you got it set on the wrong device.
No, I've never changed it. It's not even doing anything when I push device. I've never changed the device. When I'm watching TV, and when I push the smart TV button right here, do you see it?
Yeah.
When I push that, I didn't know where your monitor was. When I push that, it changes it, and it goes to my menu, so I can go to Netflix, or I can go to Amazon, or I can go to HBO Go, or I can go to whatever the fuck else is there. That's my menu. And I was going to go pull up the fights on the UFC.tv, but it won't load. So I guess I got to look that up.
You know what?
I got
Put
it
batteries.
covered.
Batteries are dead.
My
Batteries are dead.
Although my remote's fucked up too. But I got I need to call them because I need my remote replaced anyway. I got the fucking protection, so it doesn't bother me. I don't
Oh.
care. Yeah, that's the best fucking purchase I've ever made on the protection plan. Like hands down. What do you have to say this week, sir?
I'm getting tired.
I think that's about it. Did I miss
Yeah.
anything? Do you think food is addictive?
Good food is addictive.
Just in general? No, I mean like really addictive. Like I mean like your body is chemically dependent on it.
Yes.
Really? See, my mom was talking about that, like, oh, food is addictive. I was like, no, it's not.
Yeah, I think it.
There are some foods that they put shit in and it makes it addictive, but food in general is not addictive. It can be
Sugar.
You can have a mental dependency. Well, that's an ingredient in food.
Yeah, but a mental dependency and an addiction is the same thing, isn't it?
No, I don't think so. That's like there's a like alcoholism. You can be a mental alcoholic, so you're hiding from something, or you can be the chemical alcoholic. Oh, this fight's almost over. You better pull up a little bit.
She's got her arms in some kind of crazy. Although I like that view.
What's your time? What's your time right now?
2:36, 35, 34.
Oh, I'm ahead of you. I'm at 132.
What?
I'm
I
ahead of you
buffered a
now.
couple times.
It's funny though, when you said I like that view, there was an interesting view. I guess that's what you get when you get WMMA. Oh shit! I thought that was tighter than it was.
That's what she said.
Tanya Evanger's been around forever, man.
See, my TV's buffering. I mean, my screen's buffering now.
She's one of the OGs in this shit.
Oh.
I'm at 48, 47. Did you catch up yet?
Yeah, no, I'm at 152. 150. Oh, that's interesting.
I wonder how I ended up ahead of you.
Because I buffered.
Click live.
Yeah, but I might
you might
miss
want to
something.
wait till the round's over. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are you doing this
Man.
weekend with the sister-in-law? How long is the sister-in-law in town?
Till Monday. She gets here at 2 o'clock tomorrow. Oh, heel hook.
Oh, by the way,
I think this.
I think Random's moving into his house this weekend.
Well, it looks like it's about done.
Well, I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to say to that.
What, the house almost being done?
No. You said it looks like the fight's almost done. Or are you saying the house looks like it's almost done?
Yeah, the
Oh, I
house.
see what you're saying off of Facebook. I forgot he puts pictures up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I talked to him. When did I talk to him? I talked to him Wednesday, and he said they'll be done. He's gonna finish up everything, and he said they'll be spending the night there this weekend, and he should be done with everything and moving in.
See, I'm still at 31 seconds.
Oh shit! I'm like in the middle of. I'm in the middle of the break. Second round's gonna start in about 10 seconds. So
Oh, they just started on mine.
Yeah, once that round's over. Oh, are you live now?
I just hit live when you said that.
Oh, okay.
All right, I got to sign off though.
All right. We are fucking out of here, motherfuckers.
I forgot we were on the air anyway.
It's a good thing you didn't start having any kind of weird
Like our normal
conversation.
sexy talk.
Yeah, I couldn't think of what the fuck to say. All right, motherfuckers, we're out. We'll look next week. We'll be on for tough finale. And who do you think? By the way, real quick before you go,
Yeah.
who's in the finals? You got Carla Esparza versus Jessica Penne, and you got what was it, Randa and Rose.
Rosie.
I already think I know who's going to be in.
I don't know because I can't remember the other girls. Oh, look at this hold here. What the hell? That's like what? Well, hold on a second. It's like she's birthing the baby.
I think Carla Esparza is going to win.
Oh.
Like the whole thing. But you know who I think is going to be an interesting person for her to fight in the finale? It's an interesting triangle position. I think she's going to fight Rose. And I think that's going to be an interesting fight.
I'd love to see Rose win. I don't think she can though.
Nicely done.
Yep.
That's why she's the old school vet. Yeah, make sure you stay up for Michelle Watterson. No, I think Rose and Carla is going to be a really interesting fight. I just think it's going to be neat. And that's who I think is going to be in the finals. I think Rose is going to have no problem with Randa, and I think Carla is going to have no problem with Jessica. And I think Carla's going to probably go through Rose, but we'll see.
I think so
but
too.
Anyway, yep, we'll be back next week, and we'll see y'all fuckers later.
Tahoe out.
See ya. Stop broadcast, stop record, and stop